say it how it is, guys. We have a crisis on our hands. It may not seem that noticeable right now. As a matter of fact, it probably isn't noticeable at all to the casual observer. But trust me, the longer we leave this problem unattended, just go about our lives, more and more future lives and the next generations are going to be severely impacted.
Our actions or inactions now determine the prosperity of our children and their children's future.
The workplace is currently changing at an unprecedented rate, and more college graduates are having trouble finding jobs. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 12% of college graduates cannot find a job out of college. They're struggling, and to put that in kind of terms, that's 1 in 9, almost 1 in 8 students. That's 3 times more than it was only a decade ago. Just 10 years ago, it's raised that much.
Employers tend to cite this trend as students lacking what are known as soft skills and intangibles. These things include communication, responsibility, problem solving, and leadership.
In order for us to hone these soft skills or to develop them, we need extra emphasis on them from like community groups, church groups, Little League, stuff like that. Families in the home should emphasize these things as well. Make sure your kids are learning that each and every day. And we should even push that our school curriculum at least have some place for, character development and stuff to help hone these soft skills. I'm not saying that we should disregard academics. I'm not advocating for that one bit. Those two are obviously very important to future success. But I'm just saying that more attention needs to be paid to these soft skills, these intangibles you can call them, than what currently is.
Okay, there's many ways that our students and children can learn to become successful in school and in the workforce later on. Volunteering is one of them. Internships is another way. According to the National Association of Colleges and Employers, students with internships are 21.8% more likely to get hired off higher salaries than those without.
Another useful method is, as he said, volunteering. You can volunteer at soup kitchens, churches, leadership opportunities, school events. I know my brother and I used to volunteer at PetSmart when we were little, and it wasn't a typical volunteer thing. They don't all have to be, but they show you what goes on in the back. They show you what's happening.
So, according to Peter Levine, who directs the Center for Information and Research on Civic Learning at Tufts University, kids who volunteer are more successful and more likely to graduate high school and college. Most service opportunities teach kids essential school and life skills like long-range planning, working in groups, interacting with people who are different than yourself, and solving complex problems.
Now I know what a lot of you are thinking and what a lot of opponents of this in general are going to say. They're going to say it's not our responsibility. They should learn this elsewhere. We have more important things to worry about at the home. It's not our responsibility. Well, it kind of is. According to the Association for Talent Development, in their 2016 State of the Industry Report, as seen on the screen right here, it costs companies an average of $1,252 to train a single employee in specialized skills relevant to their work field. And it takes each employee, or it takes about 33 and a half hours for each employee to be trained. Now, just think about it. Come on now. If a company is to spend all that time and cost to train employees, they're not going to be able to train everybody. You're only going to choose the people that already have the most developed soft skills, the people that, in other words, have already helped themselves somewhat. So by you not being responsible, honing these soft skills in your kids, and not having them prepared, at the end of the day, you're only hurting yourself and them.
So picture this: one day, your child comes home after graduating college and you pay for all their bills, and they ask you, "Mom, Dad, can I have some money?" You're like, "Well, what are you talking about? Why are you asking me for money? I paid for your college." "Well, I didn't volunteer and I didn't get an internship."
stressed, it's very, very important that we need to set up the future of America, our children. We need to set them up with the skills that they need to be successful and thrive in the workplace. They need these skills. They need to be taught what to do. If we just, as they said, we can't let them fall behind, or else they're just going to come back to us. It's already 12%, but that's now, as we know, it's already been increasing.
So the solution is, which most of you may agree anyways, encourage your loved ones to get internships, volunteer into things that are pretty much relevant to your passion and what you're going to be doing in your future job. Matters a lot. Also, you won't get, how do you say it, shoved aside and overlooked for the person that has, started early on volunteering and doing an internship for his field of work, or her. So that's another thing you want to think about. It would pretty much make the country more secure for our future. I mean, many of you have kids, so and some of us are, as our parents would say, still kids. So it's not too late. It's actually never too late to bring these things into it. So greatly help.
All right. This is a good follow-up speech. I'm seeing a real clear effort at motivated sequence, seeing a really clear statement of a problem that people graduating from college are having difficulty finding jobs. Solutions. I'm going to talk about your satisfaction stuff in a second. But there are actions to be taken to deal with this problem. And I thought you guys were clever in getting us to think about our role as parents and having to deal with our kids hitting us up for money if we don't take action now to fix the way young people are trained in college so that they're able to be employed in the future. So the motivated sequence stuff, I'm seeing evidence that you guys are understanding, applying that. Something else that I'm noticing was that there was a counter argument that was clearly stated, a statement to the effect of, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, this is not my responsibility, but, ... and then there was an effort to refute that counter argument. That's good, that's good. Let's see. Thought the introduction was delivered in a way that was quite forceful and making an appeal to our self-interests, again thinking about our children and our children's future. All right, couple problems that I need you guys to fix. There's something with the visual communication that needs more attention, because I see two guys looking really sharp in suits. I see Lester looking a little casual. Looks like it's the end of the workday where you loosened your tie and untucked your shirt and hung your jacket off to the side. James, you look sharp. From here, never make excuses when you're getting corrective feedback to help you be a better speaker. This throws off the visual communication, where I've got two polished professionals and two little boys. Ooh, shots fired. A little boy says, I'm too cold. Pop off your jacket and rock that look that's under the jacket that's on the same page as two of her teammates. Lester, throw on a tie, throw on a jacket. Don't be the one guy out of a team of four guys that's not wearing a tie. Okay. Another thing with the visual communication is I'd like you guys to think more about movement and how your movement around each other communicates your presence when you're taking responsibility of your part of the speech. And so, for instance, Lester, you were in that corner the whole time. When Lester speaks, Tim, you should get out of Lester's way. Stand in that corner. Go ahead, walk in that corner. Go, 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 go. Lester, step forward. More, more, more. No, don't stand behind Lester. More, Tim. Get in the corner. There you go. All right, now you're clearly in charge. Now, when it's not Lester's turn to speak, Lester, stand off to the side. James, get out front. No, not yet, not yet. You gotta stay in the corner. James, more, 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 more. Okay, now you are in control. Now you are the speaker that's focused. Let me summarize this corrective comment about sort of the visual communication, is that the way you guys practice the speech and execute it, you might do more to send signals of who has control, who's taking leadership, and be supportive of each other as teammates by getting out of each other's way when the person next to you is speaking. Okay? All right, thank you, James. Another thing that I'd like you guys to watch out for, there was a problem with the satisfaction step of your message, is that it focused on two things, neither of which are worded in a way that we can act on immediately. You said that young people should have internships, or young people should volunteer at soup kitchens. Now, those are two reasonable solutions to the problem you're presenting, but you're not presenting either one solution in a way that is forceful, in a way that creates immediate action. When is the next internship fair that all of us need to sign up to attend? There are such things that a Lone Star College offers. Where is the nearest soup kitchen that this group needs to sign up for to volunteer to give out bowls of soup on Thanksgiving? The speech needs to focus more narrowly on one specific immediate action that we take, as opposed to two possible choices that at this point, I don't know if any of us are going to do an internship or volunteer at a soup kitchen. Final corrective comment, this builds on this idea of creating immediate action. The conclusion of your speech needs to be delivered in a way that's more forceful, in a way in which one of you puts your foot down and says, you need to act now. Sign up today. Raise your hand if you're going to volunteer. Shout out amen if you hear me. Okay, but there needs to be an immediate action that the conclusion advocates for. We don't want the conclusion just to fall off. Remember, this is a sales pitch. Close the deal. Let's give this team a big round of applause. Apply that corrective feedback.